I missed it. There we go. I hope that's not too far behind. It'll be fine. Hello! Welcome back to DQC.
Hi!
Been a fucking while. But we're back. We're back with a new campaign. Back with a new cast. And there's a reason for that, which I'm going to let Caine explain.
Hello! My name is Caine Harrison. I am the creative director and personnel coordinator. I'm the person handler for DQC. I'm not the brain or the brawn, but I'm the person that has to deal with everything.
You're the heart.
Yeah. That's why we haven't done anything, because it doesn't beat. And so, we're recording again. We will be recording episodes in a way that's more conducive to, like, our large cast. Like, we've actually recruited a lot of people. And to kind of, like, be more conducive to our schedules. So, to do this, we're moving to a twice-a-month release. So, we'll be recording our flagship show twice a week, which is...
Am I supposed to say what the name is?
This one!
This one!
The Asalean experiment, right?
Yes,
Yay!
that's what it's called.
This will be our first and most likely second season, with some one-shots in between interspersed and roulette days to kind of like fill out the rest of the month. We're going to be doing this, and, you know, flagship show may change, may not, depends on what you guys like or dislike.
So let us know.
What?
You're such a bitch.
So yeah, that's kind of where we're at.
There's no animosity in the room at all.
Yeah.
Everyone loves each other so much.
You can tell by the veins popping out of Cal's head.
We love each other so much. We love each other so much.
Speaking of loving each other.
Alright, so we're going to welcome you guys into the world of Asalean. In this world, there is one massive supercontinent. Think Pangea, just to make it easy on your brain. So we kind of like look over this continent. You can see all sorts of different climates, you see mountains, you see valleys, you see lakes. There's a massive ocean surrounding it. All sorts of different creatures. Nothing that we would recognize from other campaigns that we played on this channel or anything before or after. And we'll go ahead and start off somewhere that's a little bit familiar, at least in the sense of society. As Lucien, you wake up for the day.
Oh,
Congrats,
God.
you did it.
I'm first? Okay. I wake up first for the day. Which house am I at?
Ooh.
Which one do you want to be at?
I mean, normally I'd probably be at, like, dad number one's.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. I wake up in what was, like, my childhood home. Lucien wakes up and immediately kind of goes over to the vanity and starts to do their makeup. They spend quite a while. They light a candle, if there's a mood, and they put their hair in like this very ornate updo. It takes entirely too long. It takes entirely too long for them to get ready. And then when they finally are done, they put on what looks like kind of a floofy red shirt with some like lace details, and then kind of a black panel skirt, black full panel skirt, and then they look around, and whereas everything they're wearing is very like rich and ostentatious, they have like red and black stoned barrettes in their hair. They have a single really nice earring. Against that all, they have a single choker pendant that looks to be made out of simple black cord and a like rough hewn raven out of maybe like black wood or stone. It's one of those duller stones though, so it's like somewhere in that. It's very like rustic compared to the rest of their ensemble. And they go to the door and are gonna look outside. Are any of the servants?
Currently, you are alone in the house, and you notice that there's been, when you open your door to your room, somebody, you're unsure if it was a servant or your father or who, but somebody's left a piece of what was clearly a letter with everybody on it, but it's your part of the letter, and it has, it's basically scribbled on there in your father's handwriting, says, State of the Kingdom today, mandatory attendance, here's your seat.
Damn.
Alright. Lucien will bend down and pick it up and kind of look it over for a second. So very odd.
So what?
Sorry. What was it? Just the sound wasn't moving. It always moves before.
Oh, I just don't have it on the right.
Okay,
It's right there.
Yep.
We're good. I checked all this shit.
I pick up the letter and I look around. Lilith? You have me, goodness. And I go back inside and I will open the note. Do I open it now?
Not that one. This is just a piece of it's a piece of a very official letter. All it literally says is your seat.
Okay. Cool. I will. I'll open it up. I'll see my seat. Is it like a full seating chart where I can see who's around me, or just
it just has a seat number for you.
It's like a ticket.
Yeah.
Like, okay. With like almost no information.
Yeah. There's literally just like a section. Fucking go fuck yourself. Basically, it's just section this.
That's good
seat here, row here.
Yeah.
There's hardly any time. Oh my fucking.
And it's at this point that you realize that you're about 25 minutes away from the amphitheater, and it starts in 15.
Shit! It's fuck! And Lucien will just like get up and after spending too long getting ready, not knowing they had an appointment, they just start throw on their boots and get like kind of uptight and grab their hand fan and like fan themselves off to make sure their makeup doesn't run as they run down the hallway. And eventually they get outside and say, "Hey, cab!"
You very quickly realize, like, you're used to a busy street and it's empty.
Jesus fucking not that wait, goddess fucking shit.
Curse words. Try not to use them modern.
While Lucien breaks into a full sprint to make it to the amphitheater.
Do I have spells?
We'll go ahead and say you'll make it just in time.
I have no spells to help me. Cool.
Forsythia, you received your letter about a week ago, letting you know about the mandatory attendance. And you've been making your way here slowly.
Good, because I was going to say, if she got 15 minutes before, she's probably, like, sleeping under a tree somewhere.
Slowly urged by that voice in the back of your head that tells you need to go to this.
No. I gotta do it.
So as you're walking into the city, you're walking into the city about 45 minutes before it starts, so you actually see a lot of the hustle and bustle that Lucien slept through.
Okay.
As everybody is slowly making their way towards the amphitheater, which you remember being constructed. It's massive. It was made for the biggest gladiator matches. And when they had a main event at this amphitheater, we're talking 100,000 people plus in this amphitheater for this.
Well, this isn't how I remembered it. She heads over, but she walks with kind of a hunched over gait and kind of leers at people. So people are probably either leering at her back or keeping a wide berth.
As you make your way through the streets to the amphitheater, you start to kind of follow the signs. There's a bunch of signs letting you know where you need to go. And across these signs, you start to get close to your seat. I'm going to turn that down. It's a little bit louder than I want it to be. And you begin to hear some shouting as you see a very short, like abnormally short Asalean is being arrested near where your seat was. And you notice that there's some charred marks around one of the seats as if they lit on fire, and then they're fighting voraciously as they are taken away.
Forsythia looks around and sees if she can steal someone else's seat.
I mean, when you look, you see that this person's seat is open. Now, it's next to yours.
I take the one that doesn't look like crap.
So that's the one that's yours, because they lit their own seat on
I
fire.
don't want skid marks on my seat, sorry. I take the pristine seat and kind of stare openly as the guy's taken away. Forsythia doesn't have any gossip and manners.
Ryssus,
You.
as you are walking into the
Howdy.
amphitheater, you got your letter about a week ago as well.
Or
You see a familiar face being dragged away by the cops.
pretty far away.
Yeah, no, there's nothing to be done at this moment in time.
Well. All right.
Oh,
That tracks. All right. Where's the seat?
As you follow the signs, you get
I
close
asked
to
a
your
random
seat.
person.
Oh, you ask a random person?
I just have someone else like, hey, I'm so sorry.
This 5-year-old looks at, huh?
Yeah, do you know your alphabets yet?
Uh-huh.
All right, which one is this? And hold it open.
Starts counting on his fingers. It's letters, and he's counting on his fingers.
You can do it. I believe in you.
He sees something. It's like, mom's like, doing? Come on. Shakes him away.
Hey, he was working. I had faith in him. You should have more faith in your child.
God damn it.
That kid's gonna change the world, guaranteed. All right, and I'll go find my seat.
As you find your seat, go ahead and describe yourself as you approach Forsythia, who is in the seat next to yours.
All right. So Ryssus is a 6'3" Asalean with this like soft tan skin. He's got these like the crow's feet eyes. He looks like he smiles all the time. He almost has a smile stapled on his face, as he has these like shoulder length, like fluffy, like dark brunette hair around this almost like leather duster with this like leather armor that he's wearing, these large cowboy boots, and he has this very lopsided, very large cowboy hat to hide his special things under his head, on his head. To not draw attention.
What hat?
Yeah, both of them. So
It's large.
and he has these like kind of like these gray eyes that are like very piercing but very warm at the same time. As he goes and finds a seat, and he's got a real large belt buckle.
And as he finds his seat, Forsythia, do you want to describe what you look like in your seat?
Forsythia appears to be a young woman, but she has kind of a deathly pallor, and a very like scarred face, and the scars resemble just an amalgamation of slash marks. The scars have kind of left her features obscured. Her hair's white, it's pulled back into a braid, and she notably has one lavender colored eye and the other one's kind of a milky white. Her frame appears frail but oddly poised, and she's kind of wearing threadbare black clothes with armor and a red scarf. And as your character approaches, she kind of sits with her head turned away, but her eyes looking towards you. You know how like dogs do when they think you don't know? So she's going like, but she thinks that he doesn't know that she's looking at him. So
It's my seat right next to her.
Yeah.
Very cartoonish.
Like, so I'm gonna take my before I take my seat. I go, Forsythia?
wait a minute, you're oddly familiar.
I mean, yeah, we shared a campfire a long time ago. In the Wild West.
I guess you're okay.
Well, thanks. You're pretty good yourself. Well, I just want to say salutations, and
You look a bit haggard.
I always do. I'm always hungry. So he sits down in his seat and he goes, "You have any idea what's going on? I've heard, a few tales of."
No, I know our attendance is required. At the threat of what? I can't say.
Well, everyone's got a plan someday or another.
That's so deep.
Yep.
I never thought of that.
Me neither. It all comes off the good old oxtail. What's the equivalent of an ox here?
It's probably a verdant deer. Or luminescent deer. Is it verdant or luminescent? I'll tell you.
What?
Luminescent deer.
Well, anyway, it was great to see you. I don't want to talk your ear off.
Thank you. I appreciate
But
that.
I'll be here if you want to talk. As he kind of like sits back and like slouches in his chair. Doesn't man spread. Doesn't intrude.
What is
on
your
anyone's
passive
space.
perception?
It's not too high. It's just 17.
He's like sitting like turned
17's
away
pretty
from
damn
him.
good for this level. Jesus
It's really decent.
Shit. All right. That's going to give you these to the later. But when you're sliding down, you feel that there's something tucked under the arm of your seat.
Wait a minute.
So he kind of like flaps up his duster. He goes, shit, it's starting to rot up him. And as he does, he kind of like flicks it open and looks underneath and just kind of like you're looking at your phone in class.
There's a letter. You would like to read the letter that I handed you before we started.
Shit. Oh, he gets it first? No.
Well, the motherfucker decided to slouch in his chair and fell into it.
You know what? Do you want me to read it out loud for the audience?
Yeah, go ahead.
For the audience.
Yeah.
Dear
Yes, the
Ryssus, though you seem to have left your moniker behind, those of us who heard the tales have not forgotten your songs or your violence. Your violence may be needed once more, as the pain of this war is a mere drop of rain in an ocean of what is to come. Go back to the place where you found your most treasured item. There you may notice that a new evil has left traces of its presence here. F. F is for friends who do stuff together. He has been here.
Is he just singing that to himself as he folds it
As
up?
he folds
SpongeBob is canon.
No, I wrote it.
I wrote it?
It's original. It's a racist original.
As Lucien is sprinting towards the amphitheater, you see a familiar face, but not one you've seen in maybe 20, 30 years.
Bunga.
Wait a minute.
As Natura is making her way towards the amphitheater, you recognize somebody who you haven't seen since they were much younger. Somebody who flipped a switch, opened a door, and let you out.
I'm running towards you, fanning still.
You're what?
My goodness, hello, do we know each? Okay, let's walk and talk because we have somewhere to be. I do, do you have somewhere to be?
Yes.
You can be my +1 if you want. Okay, that's it.
Does this thing have +1s?
I don't know.
Your customs are weird.
Look,
You're familiar.
I ride by the seat of my pants and it gets me through half of life. So, we'll make our way. Yes, also, how are you doing?
She's like, as you keep talking, she's gonna turn her head like a dog. Almost. Because she doesn't interact with very many humans. How have I been?
Yes, what have you been up to, other than not being, locked away?
Oh, well, I've been here, thriving with the forest.
Oh, that's lovely.
Mm.
I haven't been in the forest so much as the battlefield on occasion, but also like beyond completely different. Well, I can't talk about it, but we can keep going. Well, I'm glad to know you're doing better.
Mm.
I'm glad you're thriving. We love that for you.
How are you?
Oh, it was going rather well. I mean, we haven't visited and really talked ever. Oh, by the way, I'm so rude. What is your name?
Natura.
Natura.
Mm.
Oh, lovely. Lucien.
It's fun. I like this name.
Thank you. I like yours.
Thank you. I gave it to myself.
Oh, I love that. Yes, I never changed my name, so that's lovely.
It fits you.
Well, thank you. Parents named me, so.
Nice. I don't know what my parents are like.
Oh. And Lucien gets a little uncomfortable. Well, Seeing as you apparently have not been recognized in the years following, I'm sure I could have you at my mother's or my father's house. Your choice. I'm a little closer with my father. It's been interesting. He came out of a coma a couple of years ago, so we've just been restoring our relationship. So on that end, very good. On the other end, another friend of mine kind of went missing, shall we say? So
You talk a lot.
Lucien was like, fair enough.
But I like the sound of your voice, so you can keep going if you want.
Lucien kind of like stands a little bit aback and looks at you curiously. Well, thank you. I think I said what I needed to say.
Okay. I think we're going to be late.
It's at this point that you guys are running in as a preliminary presentation is going on, describing, basically giving everybody the rundown of just how devastating the war that has been fought for the last 16 years was. As they give all of you a rundown, you guys are listening as you're running to your seats. You all basically hear that.
I thought we didn't get to hear what Natura looks like.
I was gonna get to that whenever they got to the seats.
Okay.
So as they are giving this presentation, you hear that based on the preliminary accounts, after most everybody of the Asalean population has returned to the capital city of Estersea, where you guys all are, the war has devastated the population. What was once billions is down to maybe a couple of million. They estimate 80% of the population perished in the conflict. And
I'm a survivor.
as they are wrapping up this conversation, basically talking about how we're planning to try and move out to the closer cities that still have some standing structures to begin to rebuild, hopefully in the next few years, but right now, plan to stay in Estersea for the time. As they're wrapping this up, Natura and Lucien come sprinting up to the seats. You find that Forsythia and Ryssus are sitting in two seats, and there's two open seats next to them, and then there's one seat on the other side of Forsythia that is open that has char marks on it.
Oh, I hope that's not my seat.
It's not. The two open ones are your guys's. The
Forsythia's
charred
gonna
one.
take it personally, just so you guys know.
If you don't sit next to her,
You don't know.
the charred seat
Yeah.
that she didn't sit in.
Well, I'm wearing nice
I'll remember
clothes, so
this.
I'm not sitting in the fire-burned seat.
Forsythia disapproves.
And as you guys go running up, if you want to give us a description of what Natura looks like.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna pull up that picture.
She is very, she's very tall, like Amazonian tall. Like I think 6 foot something. I don't know. She's really tall. Sorry. And she has like a darker skin, and you can't tell if it's like the dirt on her face or if it's her skin color. And she has like these deep green eyes that look like they're either wise beyond belief or there's nothing going on up there.
In line.
Yeah.
Love it.
And she is like hair to her back, but it's like really messy, and there's like twigs and like leaves sticking out. And she is wearing like a dress that covers her arms, and it's like a green color, and she's barefoot too, and she's got like scars at like the bottom of her feet because she never wears shoes. Yeah, that's her.
And quickly, before I move into the next part of this, as they approach Forsythia, I'd like you to roll me an Arcana check.
Sure.
I tip my hat to you.
But I lost.
So I'm a little rusty.
Well, that's
Roll a
quite a large
d20
hat.
as a modifier.
Yes, correct.
Roll so damn low, y'all. 10.
10. something about the essence coming off of Lucien is familiar to you, but that's all you get.
Okay. Forsythia doesn't understand social cues, so she's still doing that tonight for her.
Yeah, you know, I found it.
Oh, what's the seating order? Is it's
I feel like
like
it's...
is it literally this but
Yes,
in a row?
it is.
I think the chart sheet's like right here.
The
and
chart
then
sheet's
he's
a bit-
here.
Okay, cool.
And it is at this moment that the king's court comes out first. As you see, Faerith comes out first, takes her seat in the seat of science.
I stand. I assume we're supposed to stand.
You don't really see anybody standing.
I go
not
to
for the
stand
court.
and I go,
I pull you down.
thank you. As he just like pretended he was stretching. Not too. Just all shut the fuck up. Yep.
Next up comes out Salusa, who is a younger woman, maybe 25, 26, with heavy fucking glasses.
Coke bottle.
Yeah.
I love it.
I gotta stand up again. I'm like, well, wait, no, learn first time. I appreciate it. Thank you.
The next one out is General Sontar, the head of the Asalean military, who just finished fighting this war that they were speaking about. At this point, everyone does stand.
I'm late on this one. I'm like,
This one I'm already up. I grab you and
And I will leave it up to Forsythia and Natura if they choose to stand for this man. You all have been on the battlefields of this war when they were being fought.
And this is
He's
a
a
historical figure.
he's a damn good general, but he's vicious.
Sherman.
I feel like Forsythia recognizes this, but also she doesn't really get like what everyone else's idea of like showing respect is.
Yeah.
So she keeps sitting.
All right.
Yeah, Natura's just gonna have a confused look on her face and just like looking, why the fuck is everyone standing?
I'm gonna like grab your shirt and pull you up.
I feel like we got two
Just
whistlers and two
copy
girls on the
me.
spectrum.
It's gonna be a fun campaign.
Yeah.
The title of the episode.
Two Rizzlers and two girls on the spectrum.
For Cynthia, I think you're supposed to stand up out of a sign of respect.
What happens if I dip?
I don't know. I don't think we all want to find out. There's a lot of guards here.
Oh, okay. And she listens and stands.
They're gonna hurt me.
When in doubt, no, you're fine. Just when in doubt, copy what I do.
Oh,
Just pretend to
what
do
does
what I do.
standing do?
I like lean back so that Forsythia can hear what Lucien's saying.
Sitting over like and doesn't realize that
Just
she's
copy
being
me.
obvious.
By the time you guys have gone through this whole conversation about ethics, everybody's sitting back down.
Manners, not ethics.
Whatever. Same word. Not at all. But
Etiquette.
next up is Hagen Arafarin, who is the head of basically governmental contracts. He's in charge of where the government spends their money. And when he comes out, he doesn't get... There's no applause. There's no standing. There are a couple of boos.
Woo! Why are they booing?
I would just not make noise.
You can roll a history check if you want to understand why they're booing.
Hell yeah. Live! That is not in the box. That is really not great. Although, damn, man, I have a +6, but it's only a 10 because I rolled a 4.
Yeah, you don't fucking pay attention to that.
What's sad is I have proficiency in history, so I really should know what this is.
The final is Arathorn Verkus, who is the head of public commerce. As he comes out, he's kind of wearing this... he looks very laid back. He gives you the same vibes as Ryssus does. Like, he looks very laid back. Very common clothing. Definitely does not look like he belongs on a stage with all of these other people. And as they all sit down, then everybody stands as you hear the trumpet sound for the introduction of the kings. As both King Ian and King Valorant step out at the same time, the first co-kings of Asalia. They step out at the same time. The only person who would really know this is Lucien, but Lucien knows that they do this intentionally. because every time that make sure I say the right name. Every time that King Ian steps out by himself, he is booed. As he came from the other side of the war. And as part of the treaty, became co-kings with King Valoran.
Gotcha.
So they step out at the same time to make sure that he is not.
Gotcha.
And it is at this point that King Valoran begins to give a very long speech that I'm not going to bore you all with because it's just not that important. But the one part...
He likes to talk too.
The one part that strikes out to you, Lucien, is that he names that all remnants of Project Elsie, the project that this war was fought around,
as that's mentioned, Lucien goes a little stiff.
The project that was meant to connect your people, Asalean people, to the energy of this plane of existence. Hearing that name, Elsie, you go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Natural 20?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah!
First roll of the campaign.
Fuck yeah!
First roll of the campaign.
No,
never happened.
there was an Arcana check.
Okay, I'm kind of sure. I was like,
Harrison, that luck
And a history
rolls
check right
extremely
there, so-
low every time.
Third roll.
will do.
So, though he announces that the remnants of Project Elsie will be destroyed, and the head of that destruction is your sister, Faerith.
Is this a shock to me, or is this kind of like... okay,
She's been
makes
bragging
sense.
about it.
Yeah. I just kind of like... Lucien is just, you know what, that's my sister. She's unbearable. Like, he's happy for her, they're happy for her, but, you know...
After this announcement,
Indifferent.
maybe 30 seconds pass, and then all of you notice that a little contraption in the arm of your seats shoots out. Yours is empty.
Who?
Fuck.
And there's a letter.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and start with Forsythia, and then we'll make our way to the left.
I'm good, 11.
What is this? Dear Forsythia, you have wandered this world for many centuries, knowing nothing more than the pain of loss and the thrill of the hunt. But now you have the decision in your hands to stop more death than you have ever wrought. Go to the helm of your beloved and find the evidence of the one who seeks to cause more harm than this war has. That's a bit convoluted. Not as I don't have a beloved.
Also, the sentence at the beginning of someone knowing centuries just sends a little bit of a chill.
Do you have a monocle, please?
It shouldn't believe each.
Lucien.
Yeah, this is very odd. Dear Lucien, the sins of the father isn't something you have ever dealt with, but the sins of a sibling may be soon. Find the forbidden book of a hateful sister, and in this you shall find evidence of a new corruption that threatens us all.
Lucien will, like, very quickly fold the letter, and also, much like Ryssus, will just keep folding it and keep folding it with stone face.
I'll ask my question. Wait a second.
Okay, Natura.
Dear Natura, the one who once tortured you may be gone, but the scars they have torn across the landscape still live on. Through another, their work may finally be realized, which must not be allowed to happen. Search the forest for the remnants of their work. It is there that you will find evidence of the one who now dreams the same dream of the tormentor. F. As she reads this, she's gonna just like kind of flip the paper upside down and look for anything else, but she's gonna have a very disturbed look on her face.
How obvious were they all reading their shit?
I mean,
Or we supposed to
they're
hide
all...
You know how
It's up to you guys if they try and hide
That
and read.
I understand. I didn't know about
Did
this.
everyone in the audience get, like, a random...
No.
No, this was just, like, it just...
Also, passive perception You fucker. You notice that in the charge seat, a letter also pops out.
How's magic around these parts?
No problem with it.
No, you made sure that. Kept that.
Wait,
Just so nobody else takes it.
What did you use to get it?
Mage hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
We're all too busy reading.
Yeah, you guys are reading. I'm just like,
Did it?
Lucien would have held it in his lap as they read it.
I rolled a sleight of hand just in case.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Stupid.
Natural 20 for 26.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're good.
I feel like this is why I get like natty ones. You guys are just sucking it up.
I know.
Okay.
Before we're gonna roll terrible.
Now.
Great.
Yeah.
Now.
If you don't know what is being referred to in your letter, you can roll me an insight check to find out.
I feel like we can guess, but I'll still go on.
I'm also not gonna read this.
Okay.
But I will
What
keep
am
it
I
on my-
rolling? Insight? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
I chucked the paper behind me.
Actually, you can roll me an insight or a history, whichever one's better for you.
19?
Okay. Yeah.
Christ.
You remember that one part of the forest is never regrown. Part that you never saw it, but you heard about this place where an event called the Fanatical Beginning occurred at the beginning of the war.
Oh, that's fanatic. Okay.
And that the place where the scars still sit in the forest.
Okay. Okay. Amongst like the disturbance and confusion, she's gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and then she's gonna fold it and tuck it in her clothes. So keep the letter. 16.
It's not
16? That's good enough. It's referring to the grave of the person you once knew.
Okay.
I'm not as good as I was.
And this is history or insight.
Yes.
So I got a natural 4 for another 10.
Hell yeah.
Another 10. I'm just gonna, because I don't want to keep things hidden from everybody, so we're just gonna
Yeah.
call that good enough.
Yeah.
Your sister has one book that you're not allowed to fucking touch, and that's her journal. TikTok, I mean, she is kind of busy with some important shit right now.
I anxiously have one of my legs tucked underneath the other Princess Diaries style, and I just kind of wait for the thing to be done.
Okay.
How was I supposed to roll?
If you want to, do you know what I'm referring to in the letter? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, about another half hour passes by. There's a lot of attempting to reassure the Asalean people that things are going to be okay. But everybody in the audience is not convinced. There's an economy that's in free fall. People have lost loved ones, people have lost families, they've lost homes. And there's nowhere to go but here.
Due to the war.
Due to the war, yes.
Okay. And Elsie, Project Elsie with the technology and stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the war was fought over.
Right.
And the leader of that, Seskel, basically went on a mass killing spree, destroying entire cities with the results of his experimentation.
Gotcha. Okay.
I just wanted to double check. I think I know. She probably should have said
If you want to ask,
I rolled a 16 plus 5 for 21, and I'm assuming it's for the caravan, where the caravan was.
where you found the stone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, you got it. And so, it is at, after about another 30 minutes of this attempt of reassuring people not really feeling it, they end the ceremony. And you all are free to leave. At this point, I would like everybody to roll initiative just to see what order we're going to do this in.
Oh, whoa! You said no combat!
I didn't say no
You
combat.
said no combat!
Jesus Christ!
18! Holy fuck!
Total?
Girl, I know. Wait. No, that's just. Sorry.
2 for 3!
22.
Initiative, is it what you roll plus
Yeah,
those?
plus- yeah.
Okay, so 20.
18.
All right, so first up is Natura.
Sick, cool, sick.
So do you just kind of hustle and bustle and make your way to where you need to go?
Yeah, she's probably gonna be pretty rude. She's not gonna say bye or anything. She's gonna get up and like probably run into a bunch of people. Just go back to.
It was nice to. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's fast.
Apparently.
After where the fanatical beginning was not super close to the city. It takes you about half the day to get there.
What?
But when you do get there, the sight of it has always made you sad. Because as you look, there are
Right.
shadows cast from the trees that look like bodies. All of it's dead. And there are these dark slashes across each part of these trees that look almost like somebody was attacked or something like that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to turn that down.
No, you're good. I was like, oh fuck.
That was louder than I
Like the video
expected to
game
be.
music when you know
Yeah.
shit's about to happen. Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a nature check while you're out here.
You got this. This is literally your name.
This cannot be
Did
the
you
one
forget
bad roll.
your name? I believe in you. I believe in you.
Oh, plus
Numbers,
0,
numbers,
11.
numbers.
11 is enough. You notice that there's something that lives in the woods that's called a ghost will-o-the-wisp. You know that these are dangerous.
Okay.
And so you are avoiding them, but you notice that you've known this before. They like this spot. And so seeing it makes you uncomfortable.
Yeah.
As you're walking through this spot, though, you notice that there's one thing different from the last time you were here. There's a new slash straight through the ground. And you know that it couldn't have been caused by anything but whatever did all of this originally.
Okay.
That's not a good face. That's not a good face at all.
She's gonna have like wide eyes, like looking around, like scared, and she's gonna like place her hand on the new scratch mark, and she's gonna feel it for a second, and then.
Roll me an intelligence saving throw.
Why did I do that?
You got it.
I didn't have
You're
to
smart.
touch
You're
it.
so smart.
No,
You're
I'm not.
Shut up. You're so smart. Believe me.
See, what is her intelligence saving throw?
What is it?
Is that a 1?
Barks.
One more than a 1.
It's a +0, so it's a 2.
No, fuck, yes. That's a 2. It's a 2.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
Quickly, oh, wow. You take 1 psychic damage.
Why?
As in an instant, you're brought back to the first time this happened. You see these guards attempting to stop Seskel, your tormentor, on his way to his followers. You watch as he wields this blade of pure black and just cuts down not just the guards, but the civilians, the women, and the children that they were escorting, with nothing but glee in his eyes.
So Seskel was the one to make these marks?
The first time.
First time.
And then you see a flash and a face. And it was a face you saw on the stage today.
Which one?
You see the face of Faerith Venley with that same look in her eyes. And then you're back. And you see now there's a letter on the ground in front of you, a new one.
Okay. She's gonna look around wildly again, like, oh, what? I'm seeing things now. And she's gonna look at the letter, and she's gonna pick it up, and she's gonna quickly read it.
It only has 3 words on it. Find the blade. Now it was a widely announced thing when Seskel was executed and buried, that he would be buried with his evil blade that he had wielded throughout this war.
Right. Okay. I remember that piece of information. Okay. Fuck. Because Seskel's are fucking tormentors, so he doesn't really want to go near that body again. But it seems like that's what she's gonna have to do. She's not very smart either, so she's like, where I must go, and she's gonna.
As you basically turn around and go back the way you came, heading back towards Estersea, and we will move over to Forsythia. You don't have very far to go. Your friend was buried here in Estersea. The only thing that you have, the only real walking that you have to do is walking past all the fresh graves to the very, very old ones.
Okay. Well, Forsythia makes her way, and she appears rushed. There's no reason to dawdle, so she makes it there as fast as she can. Stands in front of the grave, which isn't marked with much. It just seems like vaguely disturbed earth, and then a rock with the letter E carved into it. That's it.
Go ahead and roll me a. Would this, first of all, tell me, would this be the first time you visited?
In many years.
Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I can't roll anything, y'all.
I believe in you.
Succeed.
Okay, so you don't break down, but you do. Your mind, or anybody's mind, wasn't built to live this long and deal with pain for this long. And so coming back to something that reminds you of pain that you have lived a lifetime since feeling is enough to at least bring you to your knees. And it's during that you see trying to think of how I want to describe this. You see that blade that sends those chills down your spine, the blade that really the only physical thing that has ever scared you. And it's in that you see the same realization that Natura had. You see that face that you saw on stage today, with that look that has scared you since the day you saw it on Seskel's face.
Forsythia feels fear crawling at her insides. She keeps muttering to herself, "You could never go back. You could never go back. You could scream and cry and beg, but you could never go back." She takes some time to calm herself, but she feels frozen.
During this, it almost feels like a ghost walks behind you. You don't see a person, and even after you watch the letter drop in front of you, you still don't see anybody walking by.
Does she sense it in any way, or just the letter appears?
Just the letter appears.
Okay. Forsythia picks it up.
The same 3 words that Natura's had. Find the blade. And again, you know you don't have far to go. You're already in the graveyard.
Okay. Where was she seeing the blade?
It was just in her mind. She didn't actually see it.
Okay, so she kind of hallucinated it somewhere in the graveyard.
You know that Seskel's grave is here.
Okay.
And you would definitely know that blade got buried with him.
Would I know where, or can I roll for something to get a sense?
There's a pretty clear path of where lots of people go to scream and cry and throw things at this gravestone.
Okay.
So I followed the trail, and I don't know, it's time for some felony shit or something.
Monday.
It's time for some grave robbing, I guess.
When you come out of your vision, you notice that time has passed. It's been a while since you knelt down.
Really?
The sun's starting to set.
Well, Christy feels panicked at the loss of time and control, and wonders if anyone else is looking for the same thing as she is. I'm not sure what kind of like starting gear that he has. Do you have like shovels or anything?
I'll just, for sake of brevity, yeah, you have a shovel.
Okay, she scoops the heck out of that dirt. She's digging.
So while you're digging, we'll go ahead and get the other two. Ryssus.
Yeah, as he waves goodbye to Forsythia, who obviously didn't see him. He's like, well, these two are a little bit fun. Yeah. No, so we all got that. We all got a note, right? Like, we're not going to just raise past that.
Raise past what?
All right, you can. That's fine.
No, I'm legitimately curious. I mean, I have a matter that is my own. Are you?
Well, I mean, there is a note that kind of ka-ching out of each one of them. So I was just saying, do you want any help with whatever you're doing? Because you look like you're up to something.
I mean, I'm always up to something.
That's what I'm saying. I'm helpful in a lot of circumstances, and I don't necessarily give a shit about whoever gave me this note.
It's not urgent for you?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't know why it would be.
All right. Well, if you can help me spot my father, Edwin, he's kind of, he looks really sick all the time. Red rimmed eyes, salt and pepper, long wavy hair, similar stature to my own.
All right. Well, I'll walk alongside you. I'll help you out if I can.
All right.
And at any point you don't want to talk to me anymore, you can literally just say, "I'm good. I got to handle this on my own." But if you'd like some assistance, I'm here to help.
Oh, actually, I find your presence quite comforting, so don't even worry about it.
Awesome. Well, lead the way.
I wanna make a perception check or an investigation to find Edwin.
Among the crowd here?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Okay.
I will give the help action.
So you have advantage.
Yeah, I'm looking over the time. 16.
These dice do not like me, and it is stressing me the fuck out. Okay, that's much better. Okay. I will use that if it gets bad again.
I'm definitely gonna need to replace these fucking dice. Okay, so 17 plus, and this is investigation or perception? What do you want?
Perception.
Perception. That is a +0, so that is 17.
This is a big crowd. There is a good 100,000 people here.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, why don't you just come to my house? And then if you seem like a rather charming person and probably famous type. If I need to get into my sister's room, do you think you could stall her if she comes to the house?
For sure. I got you.
Perfect. And I'm going to take. I'm gonna lead you to my mother's house, the Dalenois mansion, if you will, the Dalenois estate, and this is just for extras. Eloise Dalenois Oculum is a God. Eloise Dalenois Oculum Venli. Jesus Christ, what did I do to myself?
You know about Ganshin in there.
is a well-known businesswoman, kind of at like the top of business practices in the city, and so it's a very, very rich house, and leads you to like this iron rock gate. That has like there's a few pieces that like hint at like something a little bit more modern than like gothic magic world the world setting, and I will lead you in and then say, okay, so if you come across anyone, just tell them you're with Lucien.
All right.
And if you see Ferris, who you saw on stage today, see if you can just distract her, and we should probably have some kind of code. Any ideas? Signals.
Alamo.
Alamo.
Yep. You always remember the Alamo.
I have no clue what the Alamo is.
Me neither.
Is it somewhere else?
Can I change this to Aeolus? Because that's a place that
Aeolus?
it's literally that happened.
Aeolus.
Aeolus?
Aeolus. Yeah.
Aeolus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Writing that down. The Alamo Aeolus.
Aeolus. Oh yes, the very famous historical.
The long night at Aeolus is an actual event.
Okay.
Yeah, you've witnessed it.
I am so smart. I know exactly what this event is.
Nah, you looking smart, Todd.
Lucien will blush through the powder of their face, on their face.
What?
And they will
Stop breathing.
start up the spiral staircase and go into Faerith's room or try to figure out if there's any locks or anything.
It is definitely locked.
Well, give it a shot, and I'm going to try and pick the lock with one of my barrettes.
Yeah, saw that one coming.
Okay. Don't fuck me. Okay, 15.
Let's go.
15 is enough to unlock the door.
Oh damn! I should have given you bardic inspiration for you.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'll do it next.
As it unlocks,
We're there.
you open the door. It's very neatly kept. She normally doesn't sleep here, so.
Yeah.
But you do see that the book that you were instructed to look for is open on her desk. You realize that she must have left in a rush this morning to make the ceremony.
I'm gonna look around the room and knowing that she's extremely intelligent, I'm gonna look around for. I'm seeing if I have anything that's helpful here. Detect magic. I cast detect magic. My coal black eyes kind of glow with a slight reddish striation to them. Do I see any magic in the room?
You don't see any magic, but you, what is your...
Not good.
Oh wow, no it's not.
It's
You
real
don't see
bad.
shit.
Fuck. So I don't see any magic. I'm gonna look over the desk to see if there's like any.
Actually, I will say you're casting detect magic. You will sense a familiar magic coming from that book.
What school?
Yours.
Fuck! God damn it! Okay. Okay. Okay.
Cool. Yours.
I feel like that's more fun than telling everybody what it actually
I
is.
like it.
Lucien goes over and just like, fuck. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna read what it's open to. What is it open to?
Her bitching about Hagen Arafarin, the head of governmental contracts.
I wrote that dude down before I started writing.
Hagen Airfarin?
Arafarin.
I spelled it right too.
Fuck yeah!
Did you actually?
I have no clue, but I spelled it phonetically correct.
Phonetically.
Shit.
It's Arafaren.
Let's go!
No fucking way!
And I also have parentheses booed. You got
Okay. Thinking quickly, I'm just gonna go. Okay, and I'm just gonna nervously like grab my pinky, and it just pops off, and I'm gonna like tie a little thread around it and hang it from like from a nearby like shelf or anything, so that it's there. And this is gonna be my I'm gonna remote view from my eerie token.
Okay.
And I'm gonna like step away and like listen to the door. Do I hear Faerith? Do I hear anything?
You don't hear anybody.
I was like, how does anyone?
Like weirdly don't
The
hear
crowds
anything?
were pretty hard to get back here,
Okay.
and you're figuring that they must be. Your parents are very proud. They might have taken her out for lunch. You don't know.
And those parents would be. Okay. So I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and from my remote viewing token, I'm going to see through it from 30 feet away and use Mage Hand to flip the page.
You flip the page, you see more bitching about different people.
Flip.
Speed reader.
You get towards the back of the book, and you start to see calculations.
Okay, this is a good sheet.
A good sheet or good shit?
Good shit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check with advantage.
Fuck yeah!
Advantage.
Put me in my element, DM. Fuck no!
Holy fuck! How did you do that?
What did you do?
A 1 and a 5.
Can we say I gave Bardic Inspiration because I made them blush?
Yeah.
Nah.
No, you mean okay?
I want you to touch that
damn it,
fucking
that's-
book.
That's only a +3. That's 8. Just fuck.
You can tell, like, these calculations look familiar, but you need a closer look.
Shit. But it didn't trigger anything.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll my head, which it eerily cracks in ways that it shouldn't as I walk over, and I take the finger and I put it back on my fucking hand, and I go in and I just I untie the string, no trace, and just try to read it up close.
As you kind of lean down and you're starting to read the calculations, you almost get pulled into starting to flip pages as you keep realizing that you've read these calculations before.
Okay.
You read them whenever your second father used to take you to work. You read them all over the walls of Seskel's lab. As you read calculations for Project Elsie, all written down, trying different ways, trying to solve the equation, trying to find the answer. And it stops being equations and it starts being writing, find the answer, I'm the answer. And then you see a flash.
It's me.
And you see your sister's face. The same look that Seskel's had every time you saw him during the war.
As soon as Feyre's face come up, at this point I've gotten so drawn into the book, it's in my hands and I'm holding it up, and I immediately drop the book as soon as I see her face and start breathing heavily. Okay.
You hear a hiss. You turn around and you see Faerith's arcane prowler, Sparrow, on the bed. And you also notice a letter floating down just in front of you. Also, Sparrow is not hissing at you.
At the letter?
Where the letter's floating down from.
I mage hand the letter to me.
As you look up where the letter was floating down from, there's nothing.
Detect magic is still active, nothing from that?
No.
Right.
Good girl.
Sparrow is looking at you and there is nothing but hatred behind those fucking... You and Sparrow are not friends.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just gonna... It's good to see you again. I know you probably don't have treats. You didn't use treats last time.
And I just start walking slowly towards the door.
Sparrow misses you with a firebolt that it had from Faerith.
Fuck! Okay, goodbye, and I'm going to go to the door.
You know the threat is now eliminated because it only has one spell that it can hold on to. So as soon as it fires that, you're like, alright, well, you're fucking pointless now.
Okay, I go to the door, I open it, I do a quick glance, make sure I didn't leave anything behind. I use prestidigitation to wipe the dirty footprints off the ground, and I run downstairs.
As you go to run down the stairs, you see that, by the way, each one of you has your own floor in this room, in this house.
Okay.
So Faerith has,
floor,
it's the whole fucking floor.
Yeah.
You see that Ryssus is engaged in conversation with Faerith as Faerith glances up and looks at you on her floor. And you see that calculation just immediately begin of what the fuck were you doing?
Hey sis! I thought they would catch you before. Well, actually, do you want to
I was say, how did this happen?
Yeah.
They all came in. You introduced yourself as a friend of Lucien. You said Lucien was getting changed.
Cool.
And it was basically that short interaction, and then Lucien came back.
Yeah.
Hey, sis. I forgot something.
She starts storming up the stairs. She does not wait for your excuse.
I'm just gonna like this is like Lucien normally like does exhibit a decent amount of like gravitas, shall we say, and like immediately around his sister he just like starts to hunch and make himself smaller, and they go down and they just like and just kind of, you can tell the tension in the air is palpable as they just kind of walk down beside Faerith.
Okay, remind me, because I don't remember if you said this when you said you were cleaning up. Did you flip the book back to the page that it was on? Did you say that?
No, I did not say that. I said I wanted to return everything the way it was, but if you're being picky, I completely understand.
I will let you roll me an intelligence check for it. Beat a 10. Because you did say you wanted to put everything back the way it was.
Fuck me!
Which would be part of that.
That's cocked!
Yeah.
Damn it!
What's that mean?
That means it's like you
between
like two different numbers.
okay.
Like
I'll beat a 10. So if you beat a 10, you're good.
Okay, I got like a 21. We're good.
Okay,
We're
yeah,
good.
no, you put the book back the way it was.
Whew.
But you now roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, Jesus. Don't fuck me. I'm actually not very good at this. 11.
11? You swear that there for a second you feel the presence of Raven in Faerith's coat.
Immediately, Lucien, like, was small, walked by Faerith, and in a split second, Ryssus, see Lucien completely change their demeanor, go from, like, hunched, don't pay attention to me, like, holy fuck, like, I'm gonna hit you.
whenever that happens, you just see Ryssus just kind of like pull out his little kalimba and go, "It's all the same. Only the names will change every day." Bardic Inspiration.
Yes! Okay, and, first of all, I still have Detect Magic.
You do.
What do I see?
There's something in her pocket and it reeks of that magic that you felt from the book. When I'm talking about, like, you feel almost like it's a black hole. This is more magic than 1,000 battlefields.
Oh, I just wanted to say, can I at least roll for the conversation I had with Faerith?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, cool. That's all.
Are you trying to see if you hit it
I
off?
love how the GM gave you a lie.
Yeah, so that's a 17 plus 12. 29.
Okay, yeah.
Putty out of your hand.
That's all.
As I walk by, I stop and I look, and the aggression hits my face. And as Faerith walks by, I go, "I didn't know you picked up magic."
She doesn't stop. She just kind of like gives a glance back and she goes, "Who says I did?"
Low wisdom.
At this point, your father,
Which one?
yours.
Okay, cool. The good one, Edwin. Love
Lucien!
Edwin. Edwin's great.
What's up? You missed lunch, man.
I did miss lunch. I imagine as he walks in, like, Faerith is gone.
Gone into her room. And you see her as the door is closing, sharing a very long glance with Sparrow. You know Sparrow's a fucking snitch.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Fuck. After looking forward, I go in for the hug with my dad Edwin, just because it's like I'm a little freaked out, and actually the comfort is really nice right now.
Yeah.
As you are hugging your dad, one word from an old friend that you don't talk to very often comes through your mind. Run.
From the hug, I make eye contact with Ryssus.
I'm like a hawk. I'm propped open the door a little bit. I know.
Roll me an Arcana check for you,
Oh, shit.
because even you would be able to feel this.
I don't do Arcana. 10. 9 plus 1.
Good math.
Thanks.
All bad vibes, very bad vibes. Even on the magic level, bad vibes.
Shit.
And it's getting worse.
Wait, hold up. One second. Your name's Lucien. Okay. Hey, Lucien, you're supposed to tell me about that old Wolus story? I hadn't heard about it too much.
Yes, let's go grab lunch. Edwin, Dad, would you come with us? We're about to run real quick. I know you just...
Yeah, I don't know nothing about a Wallace, though.
Cool.
Hey, we can learn. Let's learn together.
My man!
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am like... I hook my dad in the arm, and I walk by Ryssus, and I hook you in the arm, and I just say, we need to get out of here now.
I'm trying to learn about Iwolus, so let's go. His demeanor does not shift whatsoever.
As you go to walk out the door, you're pulling both of them out the door, you just hear from behind you hear Faerith up on her balcony just go, "What's the rush?"
Learn about Iwolus, you coming?
She's scary. I can't do this, woman.
Do you say anything or do you just run?
She said, "Why the rush?" I shout back, "Why the secrets?" And I keep going.
For me, real quick, would Faerith refer to you as brother or sister?
And
keep in mind that she's a bitch.
Sibling, probably.
ooh,
You think?
yeah. Probably both. Whichever she felt like I wasn't presenting more as.
Okay.
Dead weight.
You just get a message in your mind as you're walking out the door. Run, little brother.
In my head, I recite an incantation that has become very familiar to me. And the origin of that message, I'm going to use it to cast Hex on her. I'm going to make her intelligence struggles just that much harder.
What at times throughout your childhood, there was some hatred between the two of you, but normally they were, in the end it was all games.
Yeah.
Has very quickly become not a game.
Yeah, this is a lot more serious than it's ever
All of a sudden you feel real danger from somebody you grew up with. And do you open your letter?
Once we're far enough away.
Your dad's just as confused the entire fucking time. He's like, all right, where are we going? Where are we going for lunch? I'm hungry.
Yeah. Also,
I know I just ate, but I'm hungry.
While that happened, whenever I was like, "Oh, do you want to come?" I stopped so you could get in front of me. So he put himself as Ryssus put himself like a barrier between, and then starts walking up. It's like, and he goes, "Well, I was thinking pulling you guys on my sort of side of the town, get some real comfort food. What do you think?"
That sounds
grits?
really nice. We should probably be in a different part of town.
I'm all down for that. Oh, let me be the guy. And if anyone fucks with you, just tell them you're with me. All right, let's get going. And he goes down the street and he just like goes on like Spider-Man 3 with the. He just like.
And it's at this point that you open the letter?
At this point, I hand the letter I got in the auditorium to my dad. I hand the amphitheater letter to my dad, the one that I like really.
As you hand it to him, you see him open it. Roll me a perception check to both of you.
I was like, I kind of want to see what's on the letter.
Lucien's not going to keep a secret from you because you are a fucking ally.
19 plus 7, 26. And you have Bardic Inspiration, so.
I did roll a natural 18.
What is it?
I was like, I don't know if you need it, but
I will use it eventually, but maybe not
No.
now.
You're-
18 plus, what was this, sorry?
+0.
Perception?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, just 18.
So yeah. You see, and so does
Yep.
Ryssus.
Ryssus.
It's blank.
I hand it over, not realizing it's blank, and say, clearly they must be talking about Oculum, because this wouldn't be you. And then, obviously, it's talking about fairies, which is a problem, and I'd say...
What are you talking about? This says nothing. You handed me a blank piece of paper. Is this a prank?
Is that what we were doing to write notes down for? No, I'm sorry, that was for me. He picks it up.
Roll me a fucking deception check.
You see, like, Lucien flips it over, and you grab Team Lucien.
12.
Jesus.
How the fuck do you have a +12?
Fuck you.
Horizon Walker Ranger.
Fey Wonder. Yeah.
Fey Wanderer, sorry, you're right.
No, you're good.
Yeah, no, he's like, what are you talking about with your dad? The other dad? What?
Yeah, that's not how I remember AWOL is.
I swear it said, we'll talk
Maybe
about
you
this
should just go home and rest.
I was about to say, we just got to Mama June's, so...
How have I never heard of this place? That smell is... I'm going inside.
Alright. Can you grab us a table? I just want to make sure friends are alright. Cool. That's inside. Alright, you alright? It's a letter bag.
As soon as your father walks away, the lettering fades back in.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you see it.
Alright. Oh shit. I didn't write that.
Do I know this spell? Do I know this magic?
It's really messing with you. There's no magic on this letter. You knew it when you cast Detect Magic earlier.
Yeah.
There's no magic on it.
This is weird. I don't like this at all. And I fold it up and put it back in and open the new letter and say, well, you're already pretty much knowledgeable in other things that are going on. Might as well read this. And I will open it up for...
The same 3 words that the other 2 had. Find the blade.
Do you know what that means?
You would know it's referring to the Void Steel Blade.
Okay. Oh, that's a tall order.
What? Find the blade.
There's only one blade on this plane worth knowing about.
Well, there's only two blades on this plane. That's worth worrying about. Mama June's butter knife.
And that.
And that fucking thing that fucker held.
Oh, brother.
I think this food might be tasting better than normal for me.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's no time like the present. I mean, we all got the letter, and if yours went there, the art of deduction tells me that if we go there, we won't be alone.
True.
And that we're already not alone. So you and me, we're buddies. I will break my friend out at some point, but you're my buddy for now.
I hope you get to meet one of my friends. They are quite fantastic.
Alright. You know where this fucker's buried? As he says very quietly.
Everybody knows where this man's buried.
I'm gonna pop my head in. I'm gonna go, Mama June, hook this man up. He needs it. I am so sorry. I got a family emergency. I will have dinner some other time. But hey, on me.
It's all good, bro. It's all
I appreciate it. Yeah. All right.
Is that my dad? Does my dad use bro?
Oh, fuck yes, he does!
I love it. My dad is great.
Your dad is 100% a surfer dude.
My dad number 1 is great.
They're ranked.
Oh, right.
Whenever you said dad number 1, I was like, is that ranking? Or just like, in what order?
How many dads do you have?
I have 2 dads and 1 mom.
Nice.
So,
Me too.
again, just for the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
as you pull out your shovel, Forsythia, to begin digging up this grave, you all begin walking up to the site. As you're like turning down the path, you see the Natura's like 20 feet in front of you.
Fancy seeing you here again.
Why are you here?
I found a note.
What did it say?
I look towards Mr. Cowboy with the big hat.
Long time no see. It's a full gallon hat. You know, like half gallon.
Of course.
Full gallon.
I love it.
Ryssus, how have you been?
Not too shabby. Looking pretty good yourself. We didn't get to say hi so much. You seem to be in a hurry. But we're looking for. And he looks around. Is there anyone near us?
No. The sun's setting in a graveyard.
Suppose I hope. Well, we're looking for. We hear the shovel.
Yeah, you see.
And I go. That.
The blade? You're here too.
Yep, Mama June's. I couldn't risk trying to grab that, so we settled for this one. Sarcasm's not great with you.
Lucien
Yes.
just like. It took Lucien a while.
Is there another blade this could be referring to?
You know what? If this doesn't yield any results, then we have a very tall order ahead of us. But let's just go look and see whatever. Walks over.
As they walk up,
How soon do I tell that they're here?
you're pretty absorbed
Okay.
with what had been going on. But as they approach, I want you to roll that Arcana check again.
That's a 10 plus 7.
17.
Yes.
Nice.
As they approach, you've felt the approach of Moros before. And for a half a second, you think that he's about to speak to you. And then you realize that that presence is not coming from Moros. It's coming from Lucien.
Interesting. Also, if anytime that she's talking to herself, it's Moros, but she calls him a Nathnid. That's just what she named him because she doesn't know it's Moros.
Got it.
So, Forsythia thinks that she's about to hear Nathnid. And she kind of tenses up and holds her shovel tighter and stops digging and just keeps staring at the hole, listening.
You're gonna start hearing a few notes from his kalimba, just like kind of like plinking, the Minecraft sound. It's a Minecraft song. Ding.
Oh, sorry, go.
No, you're good. So he starts doing that just as like to warn you, we're coming up.
As they approach, Forsythia kind of like snaps her head over and looks dead at Lucien, and she looks visibly confused.
Columbus stops.
But then she starts like waving the shovel at everyone. It's like,
Back up!
All right.
What are you doing?
Whoa.
here for
First of
the
all,
day. Stay away.
I know when not to get hit by a shovel. That time is now.
What do you all want?
Well, I think we're all searching the same thing you are.
I would like it if you would all go away. That's not
Please.
happening.
Uh,
I didn't come here for a fucking picnic. So,
Well, me neither. I came here to find a blade.
so did I.
Well, let's do it together. Dig
What
a
are you
tunnel,
looking
dig a tunnel. Dig a tunnel, dig a
she
tunnel.
seems weirdly calm as she starts singing.
Bardic inspiration, by the way.
She starts kind of like dancing.
Yeah, you keep digging. Hey, we'll get to this later.
Lucien pops up. What was that?
As he goes, it's all right. We'll help you dig.
I'm sorry, I'm just really shaking.
It's all good. Hey, how about you take a break? I'll start shoveling next.
No.
All right, I'll.
You think I can't shovel?
All right.
No, you're clearly very strong. Look, I think we're onto something together. We all got random notes. I noticed they kind of showed up in our laps earlier. I assume we all got the same second one.
I just feel like something's happening to me. Is it happening to you too?
Did you hear voices?
I feel like I did, but I'm not sure.
Flash of a face.
Yes.
Wait, what happened to
Happened
you?
to me too.
I'm seeing things and I'm feeling things and there's just something wrong. I won't. You know what? Actually, you dig. I'm tired.
All right. Oh, I'm actually a weak bitch. Natura. Natura. Lucy, what do you want to dig?
Get up here.
Jesus
not-
Christ.
Take it.
All of your strength stats are so
Actually,
shit.
really?
You're the highest!
Oh, good. Right.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean, I
put
can
the
dig for a
shovel
long
together.
time.
I don't need the shovel.
I can dig for a really long time, but I'm not going to be digging up a lot.
You throw the shovel back at me.
Yeah.
I can Constitution dig.
How good is your hat on there?
Always secured.
Okay, I was just curious.
It's secured on the
You've got like hairpins going through the hat.
There's loops on the inside. It's like an iPhone like headphones, so I can't take this thing off easily. Like it takes a while
Okay.
to put on and take off.
You eventually get to a coffin.
I fit something.
Oh shit! I'm glad it wasn't me. All right,
You're not funny.
I agree.
Oh.
I'm gonna look for a nearby animal. Is there an animal like just around the graveyard?
You see one of the luminescent deer is actually on the edge of the forest because this is tucked away in the corner.
I'm going to beast speech and cast speak with animals at will, and I'm going to go over to the deer and say, "Hey friend, do you think you could keep watch over this area and let me know if something happens? Just come running towards me."
Okay. You've talked to luminescent deer before. They're fucking brain dead.
That's why I asked them to do simple tasks.
Me too.
And I am going to go back to the group. Oh, where are we at?
You got magic, right?
Yes.
Just in case. Do you have any way to figure out if something actually in there before we pop open this?
I can just open it. It's fine.
All right. He's just hands off.
Persistence just rubs your hands together, tries to pry it open.
Also, thank you, Natura, for digging it up.
You notice that there were a lot of arcane locks on this coffin.
Okay. Can I?
What do you mean
They are gone.
That's strange.
As Natura dug, you notice that once you got past the top layer, this was freshly moved soil.
Someone was here.
This grave has been messed with.
And as you pop open the coffin, is empty.
The bastard's not even inside.
There's no body, and there's a clear spot where the blade was kept next to the body, and it is empty.
Ooh.
I need a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage from Forsythia.
You got bardic inspiration.
You do.
What does that mean?
It's a D6 on top of whatever you
Okay.
roll. You got this. I believe in you.
Okay, Bill.
You got this. You got this. You got this.
I already have low wisdom. Okay, 7. We got 11. We got 8, and then
Okay.
a D6. Which one's D6?
Like the normal dice.
Yeah. Normie die.
This one. Okay. So
Cube.
11,
Companion cube.
14.
14. Panic starts to set in. Because you thought when they had executed him and they had said they were burying the blade with him, you were like, okay, I don't have to worry about ever running into that again. And now you know it's out in the wild.
Forsythia looks visibly upset. Who is messing with us? Did this, and why do they want us to know? Just can't just be out there.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement there. Let's cover our tracks as he's like looking around. Does anyone?
Oh, I was okay. I didn't know if anyone. I hate interrupting people. Natura's gonna just jump in the grave and she's gonna start ripping at like the coffin, like the cushions that's on the
Oh
coffin.
shit! Secret compartment. I like the way you think.
He's got to be here. He can't be he can't be alive. And she's just gonna.
I should have had you roll a wisdom saving throw too. I should have.
You think he's alive?
Stress.
I don't know, but he's not here. He did bad things. Terrible
I assume
things.
grave robbery, but that's sensuous.
Even hearing that, adds to your panic, the thought that he could be alive.
I need to sit down and forgot it. She departs from the group.
Is this Seskel's grave?
This is Seskel's
okay.
grave.
Okay, just double check.
I will let you guys know as well, just to kind of paint a picture here for you. It's basically kept up on this hill, gated off from the rest of the graveyard, and there are 2 lone graves that sit up here. The grave of Olaris and the grave of Seskel, the teacher and the student.
Okay.
You want to try?
Can I start? Oh, I was about to say, Natura's gonna probably start digging at Alaris's grave now.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they buried them together. Love me.
I don't care.
This
I just
is-
need to find him.
This is what
Can't be
Ryssus was
free.
talking about. Sorry, I'm just realizing the extent to which somebody was involved in things.
Well, if someone was involved with things, that means they're probably heading this way. As he's like looking at the digging going on, and he's now like actively he's gonna take a step away and just like keeping an eye so that he's the first one to kind of talk people down.
You see that as you walk out, Forsythia's gone off to the side. You do notice there's one guy walking this way. He's wearing a cloak, and he has a very, very distinct limp.
Got it.
Real quick, before you approach him, we'll hop over to Forsythia real quick. Forsythia, you never really feel alone. Even when you're alone, you always feel that presence hanging around. But now, when you go and you sit by yourself, you don't feel it. Like, for the first time in over 3,000 years, you don't feel this thing hovering over your shoulders. And the thought of that almost scares you as much as everything else.
She feels kind of confused by her own feelings. She'd always wanted this presence to be gone. At the same time, it's all she's known, and she's operated by her own will. So she kind of just sits there and dissociates. What's the point of everything without instruction?
While that continues, slowly this guy limps up towards you. Do you say something before he gets to you?
Yeah, I just kind of give it like a whistle so that it kind of alerts everyone, and I go. As I kind of come on up and I go,
That was good. That was good.
"Hey, partner."
Yeah, you're one.
Yep, I am one. I am also many, depending on what you're talking about.
And then he kind of like, he glances around real quick. Where's the 5th one?
Well, the charred marks on a seat might give you more of a distinction on that one.
Well, I just now
Did I
realizing
get
that's
arrested?
Yep, and I assume you set this all up,
Uh-huh.
so you know the truth.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, what's your name, friend? I'll walk you up.
Philivin, nice to meet you.
All right, and he shakes hand.
As
How close is this to the rest of us?
all of you hear the name,
Okay.
everybody can, not everybody actually, Natura, Forsythia cannot. You two can.
Yeah.
Roll me history checks to see if you recognize that name.
Misogyny.
what are you doing to us, Gary?
Gary. What
I'm pretty convinced that neither one of you would be reading very many books where you live.
What is
Hey,
the,
you
what
think she's
what's-
literally... Forsythia's very intelligent.
I know she's intelligent, but she wouldn't be reading like fictional stories and novels.
What's the check? Sorry.
It is a history check.
Fucking dick! I got a +1 for 18.
No.
I have a +6 for a 7.
You
Nosferatu.
have no idea what that
I
is.
need to buy these new dice. You guys, I had dice picked up for this character, and I'm trying to save money, so I didn't buy them, and now my dice are fucking me over.
You recognize this as a guy who has wrote an award-winning series that helped a lot of people deal with the war. People used it to escape. It's a series about this world called Usavura,
Got Olivia wrote Usabur.
with all sorts of different creatures, elves, humans, whatever those are, dwarves, dragons.
Alright, Lord of the Rings.
It's this room's version of Doctor.
Thanks, Tolkien.
And he kind of like limps up towards the graves.
You want some help?
I'm good.
Alright. As I walk behind, I have my weapons ready. But I'm just like underneath my duster.
He kind of like gets to the top and of the hill and then he just kind of stops and he goes, so, the apocalypse.
Hey, Forsythia, this might be important.
Thea looks like very obviously dissociated. She's sitting like,
He'll walk over, just give a little knock on fence or wherever you're at.
What's going on?
Someone just, a friend here, I think,
Your
said it.
friends.
Yeah, you're one of them.
I mean, he seems rather friendly.
Well,
Yeah.
I suppose so. And anyway, it's-
It seems important, kind of set us all up.
Thank
Natura, are you still digging?
Yes.
Natura, what's she gonna find in there?
A body.
One?
Untouched.
so the other grave is fine.
Yeah.
Are there any like relics or
Nope.
What'd you say?
like relics?
I thought you said Rolex. I was like,
It's got fucking gold chains.
He's dripped
Damn,
out.
this guy's kind of plain dog.
Dude, King Tut, eat your heart out.
Oh, it's so good.
Natura,
What?
The words "the apocalypse" are enough to shake you out of.
Oh, okay.
someone with information is here.
Okay. She's gonna get out of the grave very crestfallen because it's just one fucking body. She's gonna just walk to the dude that we don't know.
And he's leaning on his cane. He goes, so basically, does anybody know my books?
Do I?
Books.
Oh, that's what I rolled for.
Once you hear the word books, it all clicks into place.
Lisa Bear.
You love his books.
Is he famous?
Yeah, pretty
Oh
much.
my god, you're him.
For what?
Holy fucking goddess. I have to get your autograph.
Crazy ass stories about some other kinds of races.
Crazy, but absolutely glorious. The peak of literary fiction, I might add. I must have your autograph. I have a full set. Actually, I have multiple sets of your
Well,
He's famous for.
hang on. Once
Some apocalypse information right now.
Sorry, sorry.
once I explain where I got the stories from, you may not want the autograph. Basically, all my stories come from these visions. I started having them about 50 years ago. Basically, all these visions of another world, or what I thought was another world. But recently, I started to see visions of people learning about our world. And then I realized that our world is their world. Our world is before theirs. And the way we get to theirs is the apocalypse. By rightful way of your sister.
Wait, so you have this all... What, so you're some kind of seer?
If you count being tormented by the most chaotic being in the entire multiverse, then yes.
This?
What? What exactly is my sister involved with?
Well, she's gonna restart Project Elsie and then blow us all up.
Lucien just... like...
Oh, she took the body. It's gross.
Yes.
She took the
Your
body.
sister did that?
Apparently.
I have a suggestion. Can we just kill her?
It's gonna be a little bit harder.
Yeah, good. You know the blade. She's holding the blade.
Oh, I forgot that was with the boss.
She's also a high-ranking noble at this point.
We need to convince the kings that she's doing this shit.
Doesn't she sleep?
Can we?
Probably not anymore.
If the king knew, he would assist us.
Well, we have to assume he already does know.
Oh.
Well, he either knows and doesn't care, or he doesn't know, and if we need to... You can't just run in there a bunch of random people and be like, hey, your head scientist that you put in that position is gonna kill us all.
We gotta come with hard evidence.
But what if he does know? What if this runs deep?
Well, that's what we gotta, prepare for the worst, hope for the best. We get as much information as we can, gather as much evidence.
There also are two kings. I think it's doubtful that both of them are in on it.
True.
It's still annoyingly optimistic.
I apologize.
I damn forgive you.
That's completely fine, because I forgive you.
Wow. Thanks.
We have to get my family out of the house.
I wouldn't do that.
You're gonna
Wait, did you already tip her off?
Wait,
Or are you just nodding heavily?
Yeah, Ryssus just like,
What did you do?
what happened?
tips his head.
Oh. Oh, that's not good.
Someone.
I snuck into her room and read her
I would
journal.
like everybody to roll perception checks.
Well,
Don't fuck me! 8.
2 plus 7, 9.
These dice, they're atrociously high like 10% of the time and
17?
atrociously low the rest of the time.
But 10% of the time, they work 20%.
Is at this point, as he's kind of finishing up his explanation, he's like, so anyway, I've got a plan, and
Yep.
as you see black steel come through his throat.
A walrus! A walrus!
Why are you saying that? This
Run!
happened.
He gets
I
like...
can do that.
As Faerith pushes him down. Hey, brother.
Damn, I thought
Lucien just stares.
You have what we're
In
looking
horror.
for.
And?
Give it back.
Zephyr Strike?
What does that do?
I'm about to be fast as fuck. You
Oh,
continue
okay.
conversation.
She just laughs at you like you're a child.
I'm serious. This isn't funny.
It might not be funny for you. It's fucking hilarious for me.
What do you need it for?
To finish his work. You think I'm gonna let you fucking people stop me?
Let me
That
get this
doesn't
straight.
have anything to do with it.
You're doing this for fun?
Ryssus is running. So you-
Not for fun. For Asalia. This is for
it
our
for
people.
Asalean? You're just. Oh, I hate that. It's not like zeal. It's just boring.
Run to the hill.
Why does this one always sing?
Run for your lives.
Does this mean we should
Gone.
I'm gonna cast Bardic Inspiration, not my last one, but the last one for this conversation because I'm running. And it'll be to you because that is your sister.
I still have my first one.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't used it, so you can have
turn.
one on each of us. Yeah.
She then turns her look to you, Lucien, and goes, Don't worry. I'm not gonna kill you.
Impending.
Insight check. Okay, this was a nice roll for an important roll. Still plus 0, but 16.
Not going to right now.
Hey, pal.
Why are you doing this?
Like I said, for Asalia.
Say that.
Sister.
This is the part where you fucking run. Bye. Scurry along. Run to Lilith. Run to Raven. They can't fucking help you.
Forsythia puts her hand on Lucien's shoulder.
Lucien just kind of does one of those stumble backs and stares at his sister, and they look to Forsythia. And with slight tears welling up in their eyes, they take off.
And if you go running to anybody, Daddy gets it.
So,
Lucien just, their face contorts and they wrench themselves from trying to do anything. You can see red and black energy welling up in their palms, and this like sickly, deathly stench begin to fill the air, and then they kind of calm down and just keep running.
Do you all just run into the forest?
Natura, she's gonna give her like a death glare. To say, this isn't over. Then she's gonna walk into the forest. She's gonna fucking run.
She, as you walk into the forest, she just kind of like looks at the way and goes, "Not for you. This for this guy."
You guys can see as Lucien is running, their form is beginning to shift, like almost like it's glitching in and out, like between something that is almost like a horror version of the character, but it's like it's not solid enough for you to really see, but it's just kind of phasing in and out.
I would like you to roll me a. What's your spellcasting modifier again?
Constitution.
Yeah, let's roll a Constitution check.
Don't fuck me!
Oh, this won't be bad for you.
Oh, okay, well that's a 14. Just a straight Constitution roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
A secondary face also appears during this. Forsythia, I need you to roll a history check. And if there was a time to roll
Oh shit!
high,
Holy shit!
because you're attempting to recall information that is thousands of years old.
Whoa! Whoa!
you're gonna-
Oh, I know! Oh, holy shit!
You're just gonna be
If we are
really
linked
bad
in this
luck
way,
if
oh, I'm so
and
excited.
I'm gonna roll low. My God.
You have Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
A D6.
14. Should I roll again? Wait, what am I rolling for?
You're rolling a history check.
Okay.
Oh my god! Oh
So
my
that
god!
would be
I'm
like-
so excited.
You can roll that d6 on top of that if you want, the Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so that's 21 already. Should I add the d6 or
I'll be nice here, you haven't succeeded yet.
I haven't? Okay.
Holy shit!
Fine, okay.
Fuck! At level, well, I guess we're level 5, but still.
Just 24.
That's the number.
Yes!
I kid you not, I was completely fine with leaving this information unknown for seasons. So, I was completely fine with leaving this information unknown. But for one brief second, you see the face of your father
Oh,
on
what?
Lucien.
Oh? What?
What?
Forsythia has no way of rationalizing this.
None.
What?
There's no reason, but she remembers feeling Lucien's presence before they arrived. And she kind of stares at them while they're running for a moment. Feeling probably the most confused she's ever felt in her life. She lets it go.
So you guys all probably end up. How long do you think you run for?
I mean, I got a Constitution of 20, so I'm good.
Forest is my natural terrain, and I use that for strikes, so I'm moving at 60 feet.
Yeah, you realize that they're following,
Oh, okay, cool.
and also you realize that they're not being followed.
Got it.
Hell yeah, I love that we have favored terrain right here. I love that ability getting used first episode. Let's go.
Good job, Gary.
So you guys are making your way through. You see a couple more luminescent deer in the forest.
Fucking useless animal. He
No
didn't
animal
mean
is
that.
useless.
Says that. I just whisper to one of the deer. I'm like, he didn't mean that.
One point, you see one of the skyclaw eagles fly overhead. Their massive wings.
Who's?
See a skyclaw eagle fly
Okay.
overhead.
Dark
Blue and silver wings.
Okay. I was gonna say, you see Lucien stare at it, like, look with, like, this glimmer of hope for a brief moment, and then immediately, like, never mind. They just, that look crosses their face.
Eventually, just... You guys all are tucked away in the forest. Nothing's gonna find you out here.
Yeah, you see, Ryssus is like, I think us three are very comfortable. Everyone other than Lucien, I don't know about Lucien. But like, I know we're all very comfortable, but this is exactly like where Ryssus is. He's never tripped. He's like jumping from tree to tree from time to time. He's just very fluid.
I admit I am not in my ideal element, but I've done this before, albeit with a different person, so there are things I did not have to worry about then that I will now, but I'm okay. I'm not too uptight to enjoy the outdoors on occasion.
Oh no, you're good. From the treetop. I think, one second. So he'll like hop down on the ground and he's gonna use his primeval awareness. So he's gonna spend a minute. He's like, alright, if y'all could just wait 1 second. As he kind of like puts down his kalimba and starts just playing the kalimba, and you notice he almost like starts to make a divot into the ground because this is my favorite terrain. It's within 6 miles. I can sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, or undead that are present.
Oh.
Well, I'd be able to feel that sword, I'm guessing, but we're alone, sentiently. All right, buddy.
Lucien just kind of sits on a trunk, you know.
I'll make a fire.
Thanks. How it seems like it was a rough day for everyone. How are you?
And they look towards Natura and Forsythia.
Cynthia just looks away.
Unusual, but fine. We're alive.
Yeah. You're alive.
Hell of a family you've got.
I hope Edwin is fine.
I think Eloise will be. For all I know, Colton was involved in all of this.
Whatever that means, yeah.
Sorry,
Those are family members.
Ah,
Edwin is my father that
you met?
Nice guy.
he's cool. I'm worried about.
so that's who she was talking about?
Yeah.
Stop her.
Sorry.
We'll stop her.
Yes. We have to.
Well, we were chosen for a reason. Unfortunately, he couldn't get to that reason, but we all were chosen.
What does that mean?
I mean,
Why does it matter that we're chosen?
well, that means that if this person supposedly serves some higher power, that means that that higher power has faith in us.
Like a god?
Pretty much. I mean, depends how much faith you put into those books or those higher beings, but I've always had hope. I mean, everyone's afraid of dying at some point.
It's
And
natural to die.
I'm not much for the deities that distance themselves from us, but people who take a more comprehensive approach, I enjoy. I put faith behind them.
well, then let's just have faith in each other and see what happens moving forward. I mean, I like y'all.
That's actually a good point. To trust each other, we should probably know what each of us can do. Know what sort of problems to point the other forward for.
Yeah, so we can delegate abilities, information, stuff like that. Don't need to tread too deeply. I'll start. I talk a lot. Most people like to listen to it. And other than that, I got some cell magic capacity. Doesn't seem as good as yours, but I got a little bit. Other than that, pretty handy with this little rapier, as he just does a few flourishes. Yeah, and I'm also good here. As he points to the forest, this is my home. Not like my home, but like my home burned down.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I have no survival skills.
I'm pretty sure we're covered. Pointing to.
I know this forest like the back of my hand. We're safe.
Okay.
There's a jacket there. As he points to the back of your hand.
What? I don't understand the reference you're making.
You're not funny.
You're right. I'm very not the
My
funny.
hand has always been there.
Yeah.
Although these, and she's gonna like lift up her arms, and you're gonna see like like sugar gliders,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be like human
Oh.
stands.
Oh,
That's dope.
That's cool.
That's cool.
hell yeah.
I can also breathe underwater.
Oh,
Oh my
look at that.
God.
I've got gills under here, but I don't fancy showing those off very often.
You are a wonder.
Thank you.
And that means to not be shown.
Yes, that's why
I love
wear
it. I
this.
think it's beautiful. I mean, wait 1 second. He's gonna take like.
She's gonna
Take
bust
the
you
10
out.
minutes to take his hat off.
Hold on. You keep talking. You're doing great.
It's very green today. I don't know how to small talk. I've heard that's what humans do. I don't know what.
You're doing very well.
Oh.
What's a human?
It's just tell.
Oh, what are we?
Asaleans.
Seriously.
This is what normal aliens do.
I'm sorry, does it have lice?
What are you talking about?
Oh my god, do you have
It.
All right. I mean, at least let me reveal
There
before
was-
you call me it.
There was so much venom on that it.
And as he finally gets the hat off, and you see that he has one like antler, like a deer antler, that kind of has this like curved inner side. It was almost like a cone, like a half cone, and then the other one is like a ram's horn. That's why it like sits off to the side.
Natura's gonna get uncomfortably close, and she's just gonna be staring at your antlers and like.
Hey, whoa! My eyes are down here.
I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good. You can look however you want. Most people stare and they're like, freak. You know what I mean?
I think they're quite magnificent.
Thank you. Grew myself. Pats him.
Lucien just stares off at the distance. Goes, I'm no longer the weirdest one in the room.
Hey, there's always time. Don't worry.
It's a good feeling, isn't it? You hear that?
I was like,
Your friend returns into your brain.
Oh.
As soon as you guys watch as Lucien's eyes go over like red, but it's not like a vicious mean red. It's like there's like warmth. It's like fire red. It's like a comforting red that covers their eyes, and they clutch their necklace, and the smile crosses their face, and then it fades. Oh.
Did anyone?
you good?
You feel them fade very quickly too. Like
Yeah.
that was it. These little interjections are about the most that they can give.
I was visited by a friend. Voices in the head.
Okay. That happens to the best of us.
Oh, weird body things. Here's what I can do. He pulls off their pinky.
Oh my god.
And says, also, I need a volunteer.
Or
It just
And he just holds out the pinky for somebody to take.
oh, what's this? Ooh, strong word.
As you take it, you hear kind of echoing in your head like, hello.
just sick kind of sniper.
Howdy.
It's hard to decipher it from another voice in your head that's being like, report. Report. Report.
Yeah, your finger. I is busted. A lot of static up there.
Oh, that's odd. Communicate with this. I can also see through it, or any other random part of my body that I decide is I can part with for a present, for a moment.
Fun.
It's nice to be amongst so many weird body people.
Yeah, I agree.
What's weird about you?
Alright, that's not how you shark that.
Oh, please! I was about to say, you're among friends.
Unique, exotic. Yeah, I just. Weird has a certain.
Are we
I'm not
weird?
offended.
I was about to say, I don't think this person would be
I
offended.
didn't say they would. I was just saying. There's an art to topic.
I think you're a little emotional.
I'm a snowflake. You heard it here. Snowflake
Where'd you
Ryssus.
get that hat from the liberal store?
How did you know? What in tarnation? How'd you know?
Forsythia seems confused by the question, but she's not offended. I don't know. I don't know how much I can offer the group. I've always operated. I think I only exist for a singular mission, but I think I lost it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
Wait. I'm gonna reach my hand out to you. Do you mind if I?
She seems hesitant, but she reaches out.
I'm going to.
I want a Arcana check from the both of you if you touch hands.
Oh shit! Well, I was thinking I was going to trace your arm and try to.
Actually, no. I want a Wisdom saving throw from you, and I want an Arcana check from you.
Oh damn! We getting serious.
And this is you two are facing off on this roll.
So if there's
What?
if there's an A next to it, does that mean I have advantage?
Yes.
Yes.
I was just gonna use detect magic, but I like this. This is spicier.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a leak.
21.
21.
9.
Raven takes the wheel for a second, which has not happened before.
Oh shit.
And then, but it's not physical. It's just
Okay.
mental. And you hear in your head for a brief moment, you saw your father's face, now you hear his voice. He goes, "Why do I know you?"
Who?
And then the contact breaks.
Was that out loud through my mouth?
No.
No, just the okay.
It was just a mental,
Did I hear it?
yes.
Okay.
Forsythia is kind of just still reeling from what she just heard. To be honest, she barely remembers her father's voice. Her father's become more of a concept to her. What just happened?
Who are you? Who are you? That voice has only ever spoken to me before.
You recognize that voice.
Yeah, we're. Lucien kind of blushes. We're close.
Close?
Alright, on that note, I'm actually gonna go take a piss. Y'all need anything, just yell.
I mean, nothing official, but we worked together for a couple of years.
You know this person. You've met them?
Yeah.
When?
13, 14 years ago.
I do. Difficult to talk about, but that's the voice of someone who's been dead for thousands of years.
Please, this person does not seem capable of dying from what I've seen.
I'd like for you to roll me an insight check real quick. This one will also have a pretty high DC though.
Okay. 8.
Nothing.
These dice are struggling.
So, where are they?
Well, that's the complex part. Things were going well until a couple months back, maybe a year at this point. It's kind of fuzzy, but they just stopped talking to me. It's like something is keeping them from connecting, keeping them from being able to manifest here on this realm.
Did you ever meet them in person?
Yes and no. Both?
That doesn't make any sense. Did they just appear to you in a vision?
Well, we met at the market as you were running a little small booth, a tent, hardly a shop, and they had a deal for me.
Good.
Yeah.
Stand. I think I might just be imagining things. It doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make sense? What am I... Clearly you know of this person.
I know that voice. I think I do. It's just been so long. Could be wrong.
So long, like 15, 16 years?
That's the voice of someone who's been dead for a very, very long time. Thousands of years.
Clearly we are dealing with layers of necromancy.
It's also the voice of someone who is beyond cursed.
Lucien kind of like nods his head back and forth and yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh my god, what have I been doing?
What have you been doing?
If I can talk about it.
It's at this point that you felt alone for a little bit, and then in a rush, that presence is hovering over you again. And it just says, drop it.
With help.
Forsythia feels the tightness in her chest, and you guys might even notice like veins bulging out her forehead. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
What? Hey, calm down here.
And like immediately from like a satchel, I'll pull out my healer's kit and like just pull out some like salves and stuff and like stuff that's meant to like, you know, relax or...
She calms down, but she still holds to that she doesn't know what happened. It's been so long. I don't remember what the voice really sounds like. It could have been anyone. It doesn't add up. The stories don't match. It's stupid.
Okay.
You get approval, like almost reinforcing what you're saying from that presence.
She looks like she's relaxed more. I don't know what I was saying. I'm sorry.
It's alright. We've all been through an ordeal. As I'm just like gently kind of like applying the salves to the temples and like brushing your hair out of the way and stuff.
Forsythia's not very good at like hiding things she's feeling, but she appears like visibly touched by the kindness. Her like lip is quivering a little bit, but then she's like.
So as you guys continue to discuss with each other, figure out what each other is good at, is there anything anybody else would like to do before you guys probably go to bed?
I've taken up a lot of space, so... Well, you know.
Yeah, you go take care of business and come back.
Cool. Alright.
No off-screen bullshittery!
Well... Oh, you guys are...
I'm God.
It's a great feeling, isn't it? Alright. I'm gonna play a Song of Rest.
As you all go to sleep, the last thing that we'll do in tonight's session is each one of you will get a vision.
I can see.
First one we'll start with is Natura.
Oh, separate visions. Okay.
Ooh.
You wake up and you're all of a sudden you're on a battlefield. You're defending a city. You look down at your hands, there's claws. And you look up and you see this hulking mammoth of a man. And you're surrounded by soldiers in a circle. And all you know is, I have to hold the line. And it's only 30 seconds, but it feels like an eternity. As you don't even attempt really to attack. You're just dodging. You're just trying to waste his time. Until you hear the horns of what you know are the storm monks. They're coming to help. You won. And then it's all gone. And one name is left floating in your mind. Prowler. Lucien. The first thing you see, you don't feel, You feel this debt. This debt to this person that you don't know. This person, no wait, you do know. That you, of course you know his name. You owe everything to him. His name's Alimo. You fucked up. You ruined that last job. Now you gotta fix this one. And that's as you are walking up to this group that seems pretty lost and dazed and confused on the outskirts of the capital, the old capital, not the current one. As you introduce yourself to them, you introduce yourself as Jack. For Ryssus.
What's
As you feel yourself come to in this vision, you are currently, I had a thought and then my brain bailed on it. Now I gotta find out which one I want.
Go.
Okay, yeah. So, as you come to, you are in this forest. It's a dense forest, not one you recognize.
Yeah.
And you're fighting. You're trying to find something. You're trying to find that key. Yeah, you wanted to get in the vault. You and your friends wanted to get in the vault so you could help the revolution. And then there was a tornado. You all are holding on for dear life. As you reach out your hand, you see a armor-covered hand. You see your pet dog, but it's not a dog. It's a machine behind you. For the love of God, I can't remember the character's name, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Forsythia. In your vision, you wake up. You're on... It's not even a raft. It's a big piece of wood that floats on the water. And you wake up to the sound of cannon fire. You look across and you see this Demelzen ship. You're like, it's fucking easy. You crack your fingers, you see these frog-like fingers as you crack them, and you take off sprinting across the top of the water, running for the ship. It feels good and it feels free. And all of you feel these visions, and all of a sudden you feel a connection. And all of you know in the back of your mind this is the same connection that Philodin had, the author. And you realize now that what he said about where he gets his stories from, this other world that exists after yours. It's there. And you all just saw a part of it. And we will pick up next time.
About to become a famous author.
Damn.
Ooh.
Good.
Thank you for joining, everybody.
Oh, that was so good.
We will see you guys next time on the Asalean Experiment.